I want to start off by saying that I have absolutely nothing against the elderly. My grandparents were always super nice to me. I generally get along with most people. I'm not trying to be mean here. But one fateful day, I learned an important lesson. Mean people get old too. It happened when I was 16. My friends and I were super into Monster Hunter, and still are, and Monster Hunter Tri had just come out for the Wii. Day one of the game's release, I managed to convince my mom to take me to the mall. She didn't want to drive all the way across town for one thing, so she convinced my younger siblings, Joe and Lily, to come along and pick out clothes for the new school semester. I ran into the game store while my mom and my two younger siblings went shopping for clothes. Not soon after, I came bouncing out with excited glee. I ran over to the other store to see how far along my family was and to see if I couldn't speed things along a bit. When I got inside, there was only a few people there. My family, the store clerk, and some elderly woman. When I got up to my mom, she told me I needed to pick out some clothes for school too. Despite being the second shortest in my grade in middle school, I shot up like a rocket in high school and had to buy new pants every half year to keep from showing off my bony ankles. It's accidentally Boneyard's ankles in my script. So I set down my game on a nearby clothes rack and started sifting through pants. Soon, I was walking into the changing room with a hefty stack in my arms, not realizing I had just left my game on the clothes rack, in the middle of the store, with the receipt on top of it. It wasn't even until I was done in the changing room that I realized I had left my game in the middle of the store. I quickly ran over to the rack and guess what? It was right there! JK, it was gone. I tossed the pants over to my mom and dashed out the front door. As I ran towards the game store, I saw a car leaving the parking lot. Fearing for the worst, I ran inside. Did somebody just return a lost game? No, some old lady just refunded a game she didn't We checked the receipt, and sure enough, it had my name on it. I asked the clerk what had happened, and apparently the lady walked in saying she had bought the game for her grandkids, and they ended up not liking it. Are you kidding me? What kind of monster did I just cross? I can't even imagine stealing something expensive from some kid a fifth my age, let alone lie through my teeth to do it. I bet she doesn't even have grandkids. The worst thing was, I had just bought the game 30 minutes before this. It still had the wrapping on it. Your grandkids didn't like it, my butt. For her sake, I hope she really needed that money, because the fact that I was robbed by some sweet old lady still affects me today. Honestly, I just don't trust strangers anymore. Bike, locked. Car, locked. House, locked. Heart, well, except for you, honey. Anyways, the clerk and I were cool. My friends and I were always buying games from there. She said she couldn't give me a full refund, but she gave me a really good discount on a second copy and couldn't stop apologizing. I was still bummed about having to buy it again, but I'm sure she felt even worse that she was caught in the middle of all this. I guess the moral of the story is never judge a book by its cover. People come in all shapes and sizes, and some of those people will rob you blind. Alright, I had a script for this part, but I am going off it because I sound like hot garbage. I just wanted to stop and say thank you guys so much for watching my first video. I know it's a little rough around the edges, my delivery's pretty dry, but it means a lot. I learned a ton from this. I'm just hoping I can take whatever I learned and make the next video even better. Thank you guys so much for watching. It's really tough for me to get time to draw these days. I've got a wife, kids, and a full-time job, so this really was a lot of fun to do and took a bit of time despite not having a lot of actual animation in it. I wanted to stop and say really quick also, thank you so much to my friend Benedict Fargust who provided all of the music for this. He's an amazing pianist. I'm going to leave a link in the description to his new channel that he just made. We kind of tried to time this close together. Also, what was I going to say? If you guys enjoyed this video, please like, comment, subscribe, click the little bell icon so you can be notified when I'm putting up new videos. May take me a little bit of time, but I want to start doing this pretty regularly. I've really enjoyed making this video. I have a lot of other stories that I want to share. So if you guys want to hear any of that, if you enjoyed what you saw and want to see more of it, please do that, and I'll come out with a new video soon. So thank you guys once again, and watch out for snakes.